96 and
96. So when I came to your house, your son had like 7 distinctions.
and the B.
And the B. So I wanted to do computer science at Wits. I can remember quite vividly, Mr. Visagie, you had a friend at Wits University. I think it was a professor or something. I've never told you this, Mr. Visagie. After saying this, you're gonna kill me. You said to me I must go and see this professor at Wits, just to get some idea what is it that I can start on doing at Wits for me to be able to do this computer science. But with my grades, they're not gonna be convinced. You've made an appointment with this professor at Wits. I went at Wits. It was after the Saturday school, I think, classes. You gave me, I remember, it was when the 100 Rand notes were introduced. You said to me, Anita, your wife said you must give me $100. No, but you've made it $200 and I mustn't tell my mother. So I must go to Wits and see this professor. I went to Wits, I saw the professor. I got a warm welcome. The professor gave me the application forms. There was like a course, a computer course that was happening at Wits. So he said to me, I must do an application. I must fill in the forms and apply, and post the application. And then there was a situation where I had to put money in this application forms. Those years, I think it was like about 145 Rand or something. And you gave it to me. You said I must do the application for this computer course that the professor told me about. Because I was so young, Mr. Visagie, I fill in the forms, but I didn't post them. Because of me, you never knew this. I said to myself, $145 inside it was some registration or it was a fee that I needed to pay for them to check the forms. I didn't post the forms. I'm saying it now. I never told you, and you kept on asking me, Goodman, haven't you got a reply from Wits? And I said to you, I'm still waiting. And I never posted the forms because there was money involved. You gave me money. You said I must put some registration fee in the forms, which I didn't do. And
see, that's why with the young people today, we send somebody with them. We do that.
Which I didn't do. It wasn't because of I don't know. It was so childish. You know, I've never told you this, but I did that, Mr. Visagie.
And you felt guilty ever since?
Ever since, but you know, this is the only time I'm telling you this on camera. And you know,
at least you don't have to feel guilty anymore because I don't remember it.
Which it didn't happen, but now you said to me, Goodman, because you don't want to go repeat grade 12, what do you want to do now? Because there's no institution who's going to take you with these results, the E's and the F's. You said to me, I must see what I can do, maybe a college or whatsoever. Then it's when I went to that college in Pretoria, which is Zodiac. They were teaching us just the introduction of computers, how to type, it was just an introduction to PCs, just the basics.
And I remember that
typing,
was somewhere around 60,000.
It was somewhere around 55,000 Rand a year that you had to pay the whole year. You paid the whole amount in January. You even came to that college in Pretoria. You met the principal. You told them, "This is my boy. Please take care of him." By you doing that, I would say I got a preferential treatment at school because I was one of the guys who were paid school fees the whole year. You see, people were paying fees there every month. So behind, and then people would be fired at school, and so I went to that college, and it was a year certificate, which I finished. After that, that's when you've introduced me to Osiris Technical Systems, Steph Duplessis and Tina Sendem. There I didn't know anything. I didn't even know how to use a screwdriver, like you said, Mr. Visagie. You're actually paying me for them to teach me how to work. I didn't even know how to work.
But you didn't yet know how to work.
I didn't know how. Yes, I didn't know anything. I remember. They used to give me some work. Aniki Rabi and Lorraine Edel. You remember
You
George
still
Miller?
remember the names?
Those guys, I remember them because they were my friends. They took care of me. They used to give me work. I used to fax some advertisement for them in different companies. When I first started doing what they've asked me to, I couldn't even know how to fax, Mr. Visagie. You know, when you've given a number, it says +27, which is a 0, and 11, and the number. I used to, like, I didn't know how to fax. I didn't even know how to dial in a code. I didn't know +27 was 0. I used to press +27 on the faxing machine. You know, it was so difficult. But I've learned a lot from Osiris, Steph. It was Steph, Tinas, and who was the third one, Mr. Funny. No, the late Funny Ferreira.
That's right.
But there was a gentleman, the manager at the workshop, Tinas's manager. There was a gentleman, a big guy.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah. I've learned a lot from those guys. That's when things started. And then I started, it took me a year, Mr. Visagie, was it a year? For them to get a project, that tolling system project, where I took ownership of building industrial computers.
That was already in Inala. Yeah.
Was that Inala?
Yeah, it's already.
When we've moved to the building at Inala.
That's right.
Yeah, that's when we've moved to Inala, and then they gave me ownership, you know, Steph Duplessis. Actually, just before we moved to Inala, I don't know if you remember this, Steph Duplessis. Because now the workshop was closing. He said to you he's taking Goodman with. I don't know if you remember that. Just before we got the e-tolling contract.
Yeah.
He said, I'm taking Goodman with. He'll be my problem. I'll teach him. Yeah. So we went to Inala. He got the project, and that's when things started rolling. That's when I started doing my A+. If I can remember, that was 1998.
I think you paid for that yourself.
Actually, the company paid it for myself. The Inala paid it for me.
Really?
They've paid for me because, remember, I got into the into IT now. I was doing network consulting with Heather Malan and them. So
Heather and Javi.
yes. So I've worked with Steph. The project went on well. I did. I was doing the building. I remember I was even sleeping in your house because we were working over time. We used to finish working at 9 p.m. and then Steph Duplessis will drop me at Unre's house. I will come and sleep in your house, Mr. Visagie. In the morning I'll go back at work with you. So I had much fun. It was so very nice.
Okay,
So,
I'm just gonna